Hello everyone and welcome to my kitchen. Today I am going to be showing you my favorite recipe for pizza dough, and I am also going to be showing you one of my favorite ways to use it. So let's get started. So first off, I would like to mention, yes, my food processor is dirty because this is my second batch of dough this day. To my food processor, I am adding 2 3/4 cups of bread flour. If you have pizza flour, of course, you can absolutely use that. And then to the flour, I am adding 2.5 teaspoons of dry active yeast. And then on the other side of my flour, I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt. If you wanted to add any other seasonings like herbs or garlic powder or anything like that, add it in now. Then we're going to go ahead and run the food processor full time, and we're going to drizzle in 1/4 cup of olive oil. And then after our olive oil, we are going to, bit by bit, add some warm water here. You're going to use between 3/4 of a cup to a cup of water. You basically want to add it in, look at what the dough's doing, add a little bit more in. You don't want to just dump all of it in there. And normally I find that 3/4 of a cup is perfect for me. This day I needed a full cup because you see kind of what my dough's doing there. There is still some dry flour around the bottom that I was noticing flying around there. So I added a couple more tablespoons of water, and then boom, this is what you want your dough to look like. It should kind of make a ball and kind of go around in your food processor. And when you touch it, it should be nice and smooth. It shouldn't leave any stickiness on your fingers. So we're going to just go ahead and dump that out onto a clean counter and just kind of mush everything together. If you want to spend a couple minutes kneading this, you can, but you don't really have to do that. And then I'm just going to take my pastry cutter here and cut this in half. So one batch of this dough will make 2 medium to large size pizzas. So once I have my halves, I'm just going to ball those up into a little round. And then I'm going to wrap this in plastic wrap and put this in my fridge overnight. Now, if you want to use this immediately, you can. You just want to let this rest on your counter for about 20 minutes under a clean kitchen towel, and then you could use this immediately. Now this is what they look like after a night in the fridge, and what I'm doing with this particular dough is I'm going to be putting it in my freezer. So I like to just kind of push it down, kind of deflate it a little bit and make it into a little bit of a disc, and then wrap that in a fresh piece of plastic wrap, and then I will put that in a Ziploc in my freezer. If you are freezing it, you just want to take it out in the morning of the evening that you're going to be using it, or the day before, and it should be ready to go. Now, when you're ready to start using this, of course, you're going to form it into whatever type of crust you want. If you want it to have kind of that like edge crust, that raised crust, I would recommend kind of working it with your hands, letting gravity kind of do it. Just keep turning it around and around in the air, because that'll give you that nice edge crust. But if you don't really care about that, you can just kind of roll it out like you see me doing here. And I have a piece of parchment paper here that I'm sprinkling with a little bit of semolina flour or cornmeal, and then I transfer my dough onto that. Now, my oven right now is preheating to the highest temperature I've got, which is 500 degrees. I do not have anything fancy like a pizza stone, so I just have my baking sheet in there heating up with the oven. Meanwhile, I like to go ahead and sprinkle this with a little bit of olive oil, kind of rub that on there, and then put that straight onto my hot sheet pan, and then go ahead and put that back in the oven for 10 minutes. And then after that 10 minutes, this is what our crust looks like. I suppose you could probably dock it with a fork to kind of avoid those air bubbles there too. And I really love a barbecue chicken pizza, so that's what I'm doing here is I am just going to spread some barbecue sauce on the bottom of my crust and top that off with some cheese. This is just a mix of cheeses that I had. I think it was like cheddar and maybe like Monterey Jack or something like that. And then to that, I will add some shredded chicken that I've tossed in a little bit of barbecue sauce and a couple tablespoons of chicken broth to keep that nice and moist. And then to top that off, shallots work phenomenally well for this. If you can't find shallots, red onions also are delicious on this. And then I like to just kind of top it off with a little drizzle of some more barbecue sauce and pop this back in the oven, same temperature, for about another 10 minutes. Our pizza is almost done now. We just want to top this off with a little bit of fresh chopped cilantro. It's really, really good on this. And then I like to just finish it off with one more drizzle of barbecue sauce just because it looks pretty. This pizza is so good, guys. Enjoy.